Welcome to the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, Basics course, brought to you by Risk Management. When you are ready, click Next to get this course started. The purpose of this course is to provide you with a basic understanding of how the ADA applies to the application, hiring, and placement process, as well as determine when to call risk management for guidance regarding a qualified individual with a disability. When you are ready, click Next to continue. Now, let's review the learning outcomes for this course. Upon completion of this course, you will be able to determine whether an applicant or candidate with a disability meets PRIDE staff hiring criteria, or if you should end the process. Identify what you should and should not ask during the hiring process. And discuss the essential functions of a particular job, and any necessary, reasonable accommodations, at the correct times in the employment relationship. When you are ready, click Next to continue. Introduction. When dealing with an applicant or employee who has a disability and needs an accommodation, always call the Risk Management Department for assistance. We are here to walk you through the required steps for legal compliance. The Americans with Disabilities Act prohibits discrimination against individuals. This includes applicants and employees, who are qualified individuals with disabilities. It focuses on the essential functions of the job, and reasonable accommodations. It is intended to provide broad coverage and protection, and applies to individuals with both physical and mental disabilities who are severely restricted in one or more major life functions, as well as some individuals who have a record of disability or are regarded as having a disability. When you are ready, click Next to continue. Be ADA prepared. Click each tab below to learn more. Once you have read all 3 tabs, you may click Next to continue. ADA Basics. Click each tab to the left. Once you have read all 7 definitions, you may click Next to continue. 1. Qualified individual with a disability. 2. Essential functions of the job. 3. Reasonable accommodation. 4. Physical disability. 5. Mental disability. 6. Record of disability. 7. Regarded as disability. Discussing disabilities. Click each image tab to the left to learn more. Once you have read all 5 tabs, you may click Next to continue. Employment stages. The tabs above outline the stages of employment and what inquiries an employer may make about an individual's disability, as well as how they would perform their job duties with a disability. Click each tab to learn more. Once you have read all 3 tabs, you may click Next to continue. Let's review. Click each tab below. Once you have read all 16 summaries, you may click Next for the knowledge check. Now let's review what you have learned with a knowledge check. You may use your notes to help you. You have 2 attempts to pass with an 80% or higher. And, you have 45 minutes to complete this quiz. When you are ready, press the Start button. The focus must not be on the disability but on. Great job, click Next to continue. Which of the following describes a qualified individual with a disability? Great job, click Next to continue. True or false? It is the employer who determines if the accommodation is reasonable or not. The correct answer is true. It is the employer who determines if the accommodation is reasonable or not. Click Next to continue. How is a physical impairment defined by the ADA? Great job, click Next to continue. How does the ADA define a mental impairment? Great job, click Next to continue. True or false? The only time it is okay to bring up a candidate's disability is when it is glaringly obvious and they bring it up first. Great job, click Next to continue. The best way to be prepared is to Great job, click Next to continue. True or false? Once the candidate has accepted an assignment, you can ask them how they would perform the essential functions of the job or what kind of reasonable accommodation they might need. Contact risk management for guidance, as you'll need to involve the client in this conversation. Great job, click Next to continue. When is the best time to discuss reasonable accommodations? Great job, click Next to continue. True or false? Individuals with a record of mental or emotional illness, other debilitating illnesses, misclassified or misdiagnosed illnesses, and/or have had a history of drug or alcohol abuse should not be discriminated against. Great job, click Next to continue. Thank you for taking the time to complete this course. We know your time is limited and valuable. We hope this course enhances your experiences in your chosen profession. Please click on the X in the top right-hand corner to exit.